playing cards. 7 of hearts, no less. But what's this in the middle? Oh, a flap. Well, a trapdoor. Oh, and you can see through it. What's going on here? Well, this, the trapdoor and its descendants, like the Stargate and other things, are all the same sort of idea, but this is the beginning of it. This is how it started, Robert Neal. So I'll show you how, first of all, this works, and then the others will follow suit. A playing card with a little, carefully worked out for the measurement, little trapdoor, and what you do is, your idea is you're supposed to turn the card upside down without letting go of the flap. You do it by bending down the top of the card, the sides of the card, tuck underneath the bottom of the card, still holding on, and it now reverses and is turned upside down without letting go. Extraordinary. It's gone from that position like that, with you holding on, as if you push it through, which we haven't, and still holding on, it comes to that position. Extraordinary. Let's go back again. You do the top, then the two sides, still holding on, then tuck underneath the bottom. Now you're halfway, and now you unfold and unfold and unfold, and every one of these items in my collection follows the same idea. This is Robert Neal's work from about 20 years ago. I met him at the, well, no, he invented it about 40 years ago, I think, but I met him 20 years ago, and I found he's not only a very fine origamist and magician, but also a working priest. Interesting. So the other object that came from that, from here, about 10 years later in the 80s, a very, very fine English magician and ventriloquist, Terry Rogers, this is an obituary for her in 1999, invented the Stargate trick, and it's based on Robert Neal's work, and this is done very well for magicians. It's two cards back to back, they're fixed together with some tape around here, so you can't separate them, but you can turn them so they're face to face. You do it by the same manipulation. So we're going to lift up one of the flaps, flap in, turn it over. This time we do turn it over because when we undo it, we find to our amazement that the cards are now face out and the back of the cards is face in. Astonishing. How could that be? And yet they haven't become unstuck. We'll go back again. The top, the sides, the bottom. Every time it's like that. Then from underneath we undo the top, the sides and the bottom, and it's now face to face again. Astonishing thing. So this is a very, very clever topological trick, and several people have made meaningful versions of it. This one I came across in the mid-90s from Harry Frank, another magician, who gave it out as a Christmas card, and with his permission I made a slight alteration to the poetry and made it into a card for my Christmas card that year. It's got a hole in it, it's got the pieces you flap, and according to this blurb, it's Santa Claus who's stuck behind the flue and he can't get out. How do you help him? Well, we opened it all out, and we performed those same interesting moves. The top, the side, the bottom. Turn it over and we undo it. The top, the sides and the bottom. And now you don't put the fireplace in it, you put his body in it. That's the clever bit. So it looks as though Santa Claus has escaped from the flue and it's there to give you your Christmas presents. What a lovely idea that was from Harry Frank. I never met him, but corresponded with him at great length. While I was doing this, I also experimented with the idea of making a smaller hole, and this is my one I've made up, which is it's quite interesting because you can actually make the actual trapdoor quite a bit smaller, but you have to double the number of folds. So I want to turn it over so it becomes all white without letting go of this fold. So we'll have a go. We've got to first of all fold underneath there and fold underneath there. Then we do the first of the two folds at the side and two folds at the side. We'll fold underneath there. We'll do another fold at the side, another fold at the side, and finally underneath, and now we'll find we can untuck the whole thing from inside and turn the whole card upside down. Extraordinary. And it ends up like that, and all the time you're holding it and it's done that extraordinary transformation. And there's one more meaningful version which I do love very much, which I've only just acquired. In fact, it's made of cloth. I suppose you could make this a silk handkerchief and then push it all through a hole, but this is cloth in which it's got pieces of card on all the segments there which stiffen it, so they can't be folded. The idea is to get yourself out of this large brick building, out of the sunshine. So let's have a go. It's got one extra layer of folds here, but it doesn't matter. So we'll fold under these, and we'll fold underneath, and we'll fold the sides, and we'll fold the side. There's the door we're going to go through in a minute. Pick it up. And then we unfold that, and now we can unfold the centre and find ourselves out in the open air in the sunshine. Glorious. And a nice farmland scene. What a wonderful thing that is. So to go from this into this and many others, I feel there's more meat in this particular idea. So if you've got any ideas when you're playing around with a piece of card like that and a trap door What else can you find that adds to this? It's a lovely trick and a lovely bit of fun to play with. The trapdoor card and many variations. Over to you.